I'm sure we all know people who are just naturally good at talking to others. They walk into a room and everybody just listens. They tend to make friends faster, they get promoted easily, they get recognized more, and they just seem to be enjoying life more. But that's mainly because they know how to talk to other people, and so they give off that kind of energy. Now, if you personally struggle with talking to other people and you wish that it was easier to do so, the good thing is that research shows it's a skill that can be developed with intentional practice. Now, this might make you nervous because sometimes talking to people is a little bit scary, but us humans, we learn social patterns through observation and experience. And lack of practice, often due to spending more time on your phones, especially if you want to avoid any kind of interactions, it can actually hinder this development. Now, the biggest hack to getting better at talking to people is by actually doing the very opposite, which is listening intentionally. This is also called high quality listening. And a lot of research shows that when people feel genuinely heard, it fosters trust among the two people talking. And when someone trusts you, they want to talk to you more. They feel more comfortable. And as a result, you will feel more comfortable talking to the other person. One of the biggest problems in conversations is that sometimes we get stuck in our own head instead of listening to the other person because we are getting our answer ready, especially if it's a topic where we have very strong opinions. We tend to start forming the answer before the other person even finishes what they are talking about, before they finish their thought. And so we didn't really listen to what the other person said. And as a result, you can't ask high quality questions. You can't have a deep conversation because you will be going in circles. You will be giving a response to something they never even talked about because you didn't listen to them. You had your own answer ready before they could even finish their sentence. So just by increasing the quality of your listening power, you can ask better questions. You can understand their reaction and their emotions. You can mirror their pace and energy. Not everyone talks fast or loud. The conversation is just going to increase in quality, and your ability to talk to that other person is going to increase massively. Another hack to getting better at talking to people is again by doing the opposite, which is being okay with silence. When you are having a truly deep conversation, or any conversation doesn't have to be intense, it just has to be enough that there is a back and forth between two people. Sometimes you need time to digest the information. And to do that, you have to be okay with being quiet for a few seconds. It's also really good in interview settings. When we are nervous, we either shut down or we talk a lot. Silence feels awkward, but that's not always the case. And let me give you a work example. When I was working as a reporting analyst, there were times when I had to present my dashboards to senior executives like the VPs and the SVPs. Now, we think that when we're presenting to senior management, we have to show that we have a lot of information and we know everything about a topic. But that doesn't always work. I had the benefit of having an accountant dad who was the senior executive vice president, and he would give me tips on what would work when people were presenting to him. So whenever I presented my dashboards, I would talk about the main points, and it would take me maybe a minute or a minute and a half, and then I would open the floor to questions. Now, this one time, I presented my dashboard. Everybody had presented their stuff and they had talked for a while. They had explained everything. And when it was my turn, I presented my dashboard, and in a minute, I was quiet. I looked at him and I asked him for more questions. And then I just shut down. He was surprised because he thought I would keep going like everybody else did, because we obviously want to show that we have a lot more information than we might actually have. And then we had a question and answer session, and I was able to talk about the things that he was actually interested in instead of the things that I thought he would be interested in. And that only happened because I was okay with that few seconds of silence when I was just looking at him, waiting for him to continue. It really truly worked in my favor. The feedback that I was given after shocked me because I didn't think that was the part that would impress him. But he went back to my director and he told him that he really enjoyed my presentation because of how brief it was and how it opened the floor to questions that he was really interested in. When you say the things that you want to say and then you are quiet, it indicates to the other person that it's now their turn to talk, and it's just a more meaningful conversation. So next time when you are having a conversation, Practice a little bit of silence. Be okay with being quiet for a few minutes, seconds. The third hack is that know that you don't have to be perfect at all times. Be confident in what you know, no matter how small or big the topic is, and don't take yourself too seriously. Research shows that people often find you more likable if you show a little bit of vulnerability. For example, if you make a minor mistake, you are okay at laughing at yourself about it. And sometimes when you know everything and you're the only person talking, it doesn't really feel like a conversation. It feels like a speech. Right? But when you're trying to get better at talking to people, you have to understand that you're human and you're talking to another human. You are not going to be perfect. It's not possible. As humans, we give more weightage to the things that are negative than not. Our survival instincts kick in when we don't like something and we want to make sure that it changes in the future. And so we give negative feedback more than we give positive feedback. When you like something, when you notice something that you enjoyed or you like, tell the other person. Give genuine compliments. Sometimes people don't give compliments because it makes you feel like a weirdo. I'm not sure why. Like, being a good person should not be a bad thing. But for some reason, we get uncomfortable when we give compliments because we feel that it might come across as fake. But it's normal to like something and not like something. But we give more weightage to the things that we don't like. Research actually shows that complimenting others activates the same reward centers in the brain that is activated when someone gets money, and they feel happy and they feel valued and they feel respected. And sincere compliments, especially the ones focused on effort, character, or achievements, it strengthens relationships, it increases happiness, and it fosters a sense of community. So the 4 things that we talked about might sometimes feel intimidating, especially if you really, really struggle with talking to other people. And so this hack might actually work for you. And that is to create low stakes exposure. Now, what does this mean? It just means creating opportunities to being in front of people without actually being in front of people. For example, at work, instead of taking the cornermost desk, sit at the desk which is right by the aisle. You don't have to talk to somebody, but every now and then you're going to look up when somebody walks by you and you can just smile, say hello. You do that multiple times, you automatically start creating a relationship. Another thing you can do is go up to a friend that you trust, or even better if they already are good at talking to people, and tell them that this quarter it's your goal to get better at talking to other people, and so that they can help you with it. Another low stakes method is to learn a person's name. The book How to Win Friends and Influence People talks about how a person's name is the most sweetest and important sound in any language to that person. Take a person's name, put in the effort to learn people's names, and use that. It's going to help you a lot. Like everything in life, you don't have to go big or go home. Like, you're not going to build that social confidence in high stakes moments if you really struggle with it. Building confidence and getting better at talking to people and just getting better at anything in general takes a lot of micro habits. You don't always have to jump off the cliff to make an impact. And the most important thing to remember is that getting better at talking to people doesn't mean that you have to be somebody you're not. It's actually the very opposite. You just have to become better at the art of showing up. Just be more present, more aware of your situations, and you will develop this skill in no time. So now go out there, start talking to people. Let me know what worked for you in the comment box below. And if you liked any part of this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and also subscribe so you can see me again. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.